Hi. Good day, my beautiful people. I hope everything is good and all is well with all of you mamas. It's just one of my favorite things to do and be like, mamas. But I hope everything is good and all is well with all of you. We are back up in this house with another video on MAMAMOO. MAMAMOO, a couple of days ago, well, actually 4 days ago already, had their comeback. Where are we now? I'm super stoked about this release. From the thumbnail, it seems super nostalgic, super, personal. So we're gonna see and we're gonna get it. We're gonna, enjoy the music, appreciate, what these beautiful, wonderful human beings, delivered us once again. With the latest releases from MAMAMOO that we heard, right? So we had this wonderful, very old school disco, pop feel, so I'm very much so looking forward to seeing, what we have now. Maybe, what other some cool musical, choices we will be getting within this beautiful comeback. So let's get it. Let's see what is what. MAMAMOO, where are we now?
아름다웠던 눈이 부셔도 아프도록 설레며 울고 웃었던
Y'all know I love like live instruments so much.
고마웠었던 놓지 말자던
Oh, it's so minimalistic, so simple. I love it.
때론 다투고 좀 못 이루고
Get it.
수많은 밤 한없이 행복해 웃음지었던
Oh, I love that run with the piano. Beautiful.
널 만나 몇 번의 계절을 지나 그 어딘가
Oh, this is magical. Like the emotion and everything. This is so minimalistic, but it's so personal, so emotional. With the instrument choices, right? The melody choices, right? With everything. Get it? Oh, okay. We have an 808 drum a little bit. Ooh, okay. Triplets? Okay. Okay. Oh, bass line. Should I record a bass video for it? This is so minimalistic, but it's so well-rounded and it showcases all of their, best abilities, and it's, oh, okay. Beautiful stop time. But, it's very, very minimalistic, and we'll watch it again to kind of pinpoint everything, but this is, just exuding, this emotion, so, and storytelling. Oh, I love a good soundscape. Oh, this is magical. like I have like goosebumps and like everything. It's like so good. It's like I've been sucked into it. I'm just like listening. Oh, wow, the harmony.
같은 꿈을 꾸던 우리들 왜
Ooh, that's a beautiful, beautiful harmony there with the piano. Oh wow, wow! This is one of those. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is one of those songs, right? I've mentioned it, you know, with other songs that we've watched, but this particular one, it's like it sucks you in, right? It just brings you right with the first, you know, couple of beats there of a song. It just sucks you right in. You just sit there right in awe, you know, just appreciating, just listening and just enjoying it. And this is one of those songs where, you know, as it sucks you in, it kind of brings you throughout, you know, this kind of very emotional roller coaster, which I'm all for. I love it. I love when that happens with music because, you know, you get to appreciate, you know, one story, in this case Mamamoo's story. You get to appreciate the songwriting, you get to appreciate, you know, the production of the song, because this is a very like minimalistic song where like when it comes to like production and everything, it's super minimalistic, and I love that. And you know, and I've mentioned this with other songs, and this is also one of those examples where like the most simplest things are the most genius things, and this is a beautiful example of that. Let's get it again, you know. Let's watch it. I'm very emotionally struck. Like I still have like goosebumps. Like, yeah, let me know how did you feel when you first listened to it? Because I have like chills, like I have goosebumps. But let's get it. Let's watch it again and let's see what is what. We have some reverb on Haas's vocals, like a little delay. Like very warm toned EQ guitar, as well as the piano as well. Oh, I love that piano. It's such a warm tone, kind of grand piano. Beautiful. I love Ween's run with the piano, you know, kind of cohesive with the piano. Beautiful with the syncopation of it. And then we have strings in the back, you know, with a little ambiance, you know, setting. It's beautiful. With some, you know, cymbals, like a kind of percussion. Add vocals, backup vocals, more strings, you know, more ambience. There's a lot of ambience within this. Also like delayed percussion in the back. Moonbyul's vocal is like very like evened out, you know, like compressed, right? So like she doesn't have like much reverb on her vocals or delay. But it gives a wonderful, you know, percussiveness to like the vocal mix in general, especially with the 808s. They're added with her vocals and then the 808. It's like, you know, very rhythmically like a percussive, like her voice kind of managed to become a percussion instrument in that particular part. I love this ambient kind of stop time. There's a lot of like delayed and like reverb percussion, you know, and then we have, you know, the strings, kind of like this orchestral kind of section of it with the live grand piano with like the guitars. we have, you know, like a vintage organ, like a vintage bell synthesizer possibly. I love how the strings are, you know, mimicking like the main melody, like especially like in the first section of it. Oh, I love those ads. Oh, I love this. Oh, that's a beautiful harmony. Oh, just gives you like shivers. It's wonderful. It's so simple. It's like, you know, I mean, I feel like with this song, you know, they wanted to tell story rather than having, you know, followed, you know, maybe like the radio trend, you know, what is popular these days, you know, within like the radio and whatnot. And they kind of wanted to go, you know, this more of a personal route, you know, which I appreciate and I love. And this was a wonderful comeback choice and a wonderful, you know, song as a title track, you know, to be chosen as for the comeback. You know, I mean, the song, you know, as I mentioned, it's super minimalistic, right? We have, you know, the piano like at the start, right? And then we have like the guitar. I'm very much so sure, like it sounds like from like the production and like the recording and like the sound engineering point of view, I think that's like an actual grand piano that's like live recorded. You know, or if it's not, if it's like a digital grand piano, then it's a one really good plugin for a grand piano. But I very much so want to believe that it's actually like a live grand piano recorded, because like the warmth that it had, you know, with the guitar, you know, and like the warmth that the guitar also had, you know, and how everything was EQ'd, like from those two like instruments, like specifically, and then we have, you know, this very aired out, ambient out, you know, percussion section, right, with the cymbals, right, and with like the delay, you know, kind of drums, and it gives such a, you know, very stereo kind of 3D aspect to music, right, and it just, you know, it makes, you know, the other, you know, instruments and other sections within the song shine very much, especially, you know, like the vocals, like their vocals are shining through, they're coming through. And you know, this was their moment. They took the moment, and this is what happened with that moment. And it's, you know, it's pretty wonderful to experience. And I hope that you, you know, I hope that you feel, you know, the same, you know, emotion. I hope that you feel, you know, the same soundscape, you know, and like the story and everything, even just like visually, you know, like audio, like audibly, you know. Is that even a word? But yeah, I mean, you know, then we have, you know, for Moonbyul, right, especially for Moonbyul, we have, you know, her very much so percussiveness, right, when it comes to her, you know, melodies there, and with the drums there, and she's kind of mimicking, you know, and they're kind of going off of each other, right, so the percussion is kind of going off of, you know, Moonbyul and the other way around, and you know, and they kind of and they both, you know, are making this kind of very, you know, kind of initially a percussion section because I don't think that there's like an actual like percussion section like section that's like, you know, like that's the drums, right? I feel like there's like some parts within like the song that are kind of like filled out with some percussive elements, but I don't think that there's like an actual like percussion like section within the song. So I feel like her voice beautifully, you know, kind of filled out that space for that percussion, you know, and it was really really cool, and how she played around with triplets, you know, kind of maybe taking the rhythm a little bit back, you know, kind of putting a little more groove into it. So I feel like that was really really cool. And of course, right, for the rest of them and all of them, right, we have, you know, these beautiful power vocals, right? I love when they sing, you know, in their kind of, you know, lower registers and kind of like a chesty kind of registers, right? Especially like for Hwasa, right? I love her alto. Like she's one of my all-time favorite altos within the industry, and I feel like she beautifully showcased her voice, you know, especially within like the lower register here for this specific song as well. And like all of them, especially with the harmonies, ad vocals, and everything. There weren't a lot of ad vocals. There weren't a lot of you know, harmonies, but I feel like as the song is so minimalistic, as the song is so simple, you know, and it focused more on the message, it focused more on the emotion and the story rather than on how detail packed it was instrument wise and like recording wise. And it's great, you know, it's definitely different, and especially, you know, with the past few songs that we had from MAMAMOO. This is a beautiful, you know, 180 turn in their discography, which I very much so appreciate. This is definitely something that I will be re-listening very, very much so, and this is wonderful. This is beautiful. If you haven't added it to your playlist, please do. If you haven't checked it out, definitely, you know, there's always links in the description if you want to see the original video, so definitely go and check that out on the official MAMAMOO channel. Go support them because I love them very much so, and I hope that you like them as well. So now I will leave you to that. Always remember to be good, be kind, rock and roll, and I will see you very very soon with a new video. Cheers.